TikTok, the perfect place to get inspiration for your Bloxburg builds. And if you didn't know, I have a series on my channel where I use TikTok to build my houses in Bloxburg. And today, this is the house. It is by Build With Me. And as you can see, it is a gorgeous coastal house. And the best part about this is this girl has so many like interior rooms on her TikTok page that this house is going to be the most beautiful, bestest thing you've ever even seen. And you might be wondering, Reese's, why are you doing this out of the blue? Well, I am back on TikTok. That is right, guys. At True Reese's Roblox. Go follow me over there. But let's do this! Okie dokie, guys. So we start off by swooshing over to my folder here. Basically, this just has a few different inspo ideas for the inside and then, of course, the outside, which if we speed up, gives practically everything. And thankfully, she's put the grid on. Honestly, guys, I was flabbergasted and disgusted when I was looking for TikTok houses because literally nobody was putting the grid on. And I was like, y'all, how am I supposed to build a house with no grid? But anyway, it's obviously not the largest house, but I thought I normally have to do these in 2 parts. So I thought, let's just do a small house and we can do it all in one video. So if we press play, okay, I can see some bushing shrubbery action going on. I'm gonna need you to turn the camera around, doll. Now that's the other thing, guys. When I made my return TikTok yesterday or whenever it was, I did not realize how hard it is to like fit everything into such a small screen. It's honestly so hard. So let's just hope this girl turns the camera, please.
2 weeks later.
Okay, she has. She's moved the camera a little bit. I mean, the TikTok logo is in the way, but it's fine. So we can also see the rest of the layout here, which looks really nice. Now, I do love a garage. I don't really know what this is, like secret dungeon. Oh. Don't tempt me. Do not tempt me. But it's pretty easy to do these layouts, to be fair. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then I did notice she had a nice modern fence. You can never mistake the aluminium slat fence. Now, for those of you who are real True Reese's OGs, I'm talking literally years. You might remember my original TikTok account, which actually had 1 million followers on it. It got permanently banned without appeal, but it was almost like a blessing in disguise because I was just starting on YouTube, so it gave me a lot more time to focus on YouTube. Now, obviously nothing can beat YouTube, but I wouldn't mind like making a few TikTok videos. So that is exactly why I've made a TikTok page. Sorry, I probably sound like such a boomer. Hey guys, come over to my TikTok page. It is really quite difficult to see this picture. Like, she could have zoomed in a little bit. Like, come on, lady, you're building a whole house. Zoom in a bit. I do appreciate very muchly that she has only used like the low level gardening things. Obviously, I'm like level 8 or what is it, level 10. I have the noob statue. But I know that a lot of people don't have that. Like, so many people. You guys know when I like build people's houses and stuff. No one has gardening levels. And also, this video was made in like early 2023. Why is this house better than any house I've built? And it's like 2 years old. Now we have a similar style thing going on over here. Honestly, I'm loving this simplicity. Why do I always build such difficult TikTok houses? Now the other thing with TikTok, I'm filming this on the 5th of April, which I swear is the day it's meant to be getting banned. Is TikTok getting banned tomorrow? Oh, it was extended for 75 days. That is good. Why does the American government keep just re-extending it? Just sell it! Anyway, we then have some slabs. Wait, what are these called? Stepping slabs? Stepping stones. Oh, guys, this is perfect. Because I was thinking, like, is it the best time to be, like, returning to TikTok if it's getting banned in America? But thankfully, it's been extended. And then, I don't obviously know what will happen, but I think what's likely to happen is it will get sold to, like, a really rich company. And then it will just, like, or stay forever again. But anyway, now let's go ahead and add in the garage doors. So the one thing about TikTok houses and speed builds is you can't really see what they're using, whereas in YouTube ones you can. Obviously for some things like the garage door, the front door, it's well obvious, but for things like those windows, what the hell are they? So there we go, guys. I've also added in some of the wall trims. Now for the color, it's really hard to see this. I think I'm actually gonna have to go to this girl's page and we're gonna have to look in the comments, see if she's like sold us any of the colors. And everyone in the comments is just like, yo, I think the door color is dark stone gray. I mean, I think we're just gonna have to take a little bit of creative license with it, don't you? I mean, sometimes you do have to do this with the TikTok houses because you just can't see what the flipping hell they are. So now I guess we should be like moving up. I don't think there's anything else on the front. Like, we've not got a doorbell or anything. So we've got the layout and then, oh crap. Please give me an above view of this upstairs. So we've got the bedroom there. This wall goes along 5, actually. And then coming off that, we've got our little bathroom. But oh, for goodness sake, she's only left us 1 measly block for the doors. You guys know my trigger is when the doors are touching the walls. Like, you need to have it in the center. It looks so bad. Either that or Bloxburg needs to add some thinner doors, okay? Add a slim line. You know, like Weight Watchers? Do that, but for doors. And then it doesn't look like there's any funny business going on around the back. And of course, we need to add in my coastal staircase. And then it's almost time to decorate the inside. We've just got to do a little bit more coloring out here. So we literally get like a 2-second freeze frame of the front of the house before she skips forward. And is there not a way to like zoom in? And oh my gosh, wait, she's changed the color. Okay, there we go. We can zoom in a little bit now. So it looks like the middle one is actually smooth white after all. We got this completely wrong. And then these are like white planks. I'm so sorry. But that's actually quite a nice little contrast, isn't it? It is giving a bit more coastal after all. And then as for the top roofs, she does them very like specifically and individually, which I must say does confuse me because like now we just got some rando gap here. What's going on here then? But it's fine, I guess. I am going to take a bit of creative license with the roofs, you know, make them a bit of my own. Now, I am going to slightly change the windows. As I said, I am allowed a little bit of creative license. And also, if you're wondering what types of videos I'm going to be filming and making on TikTok, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, the answer to that is I don't know.
I'm thinking maybe kind of like my old school content, where I would like break into people's houses, where I would just like absolutely troll the hell out of people. So I think that's what you should be expecting on there. Speaking of thrills, I'm gonna add some of my own decorations out here. For example, a doorbell. And oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Little cypress trees down there. That's one of the most important parts of this. And then I also like to have some trees just surrounding my house as well. I feel like it sort of cozies it up a little bit. So now it's time to move inside. And this is sort of where she abandons us. I mean, we do get a picture of like the floor, which looks to me to be linen planks layered with a different style of wooden like logged planks. So it's very, very stylish and fancy actually. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I managed to get that the right way round the first time. So yeah, it's like the log planks of that. Oh, it's so good. So we're obviously gonna follow that through into the bedrooms. However, in the bathrooms, we're going to go for marble. Again, just adding my own little hinge of choices. Now, for the interior walls, again, I'm just going for light stone grey. This is pretty much what it looked like to me. And in the downstairs floor, she didn't really have any actual floor. And she hasn't popped any wall trims in either. So there we go. That is all that she's left us with. However, as I said, we have got some videos downloaded. For example, a cute Bloxburg entrance inspo. Oh, wait, we can't even do that. We've already got the stairs in. I am actually as thick as 2 short planks. Anyway, what I'm actually going to do is add some windows in now. And I'm going to pretty much gonna continue with the framed window vibe. Now, for example, on the staircase, we simply have to be having a nice big glassy staircase. Oh my giddy aunt, this is giving Mediterranean. Like, isn't it? That literally looks so good. There's something about it, I'm telling you. As soon as I'm in the TikTok spirit, I just become a 5 times better builder, right? Now, there's so many different chandeliers in Bloxburg, but I really can't get behind many of them. But I can get behind the star. I do think that this one, and if we're listening to our layout, then we've got a living room, we've got a kitchen, an entrance, dining room, or an office room too. You guys know I do love a dining room. I also noticed she had a nice big, like, thick and very robust actually like entryway into the dining room. However, I'm going to be starting with this lounge room. Now hers is actually 4 wide, ours is only 3 wide. However, I'm going to adjust it just to show you guys that you can adjust these types of things. I mean, it's pretty obvious that you can. Like, this woman ain't my mother, she can't tell me what to do. Yeah, we're going to have the oven. I meant we're gonna have the fireplace, sorry. I don't know why ovens are on my mind.
Now, these are a little bit thinner. These have clearly been sticking to their Weight Watchers diet.
And speaking of diets, a lot of you guys have been asking me how mine's going. Medium, I'd say. I'm still doing tons and tons and tons of exercise, but basically for eating, I just can't help myself. Like, I want a full English breakfast every day. Anyway, I've gone for like a little bit of my own style, like some creative license here, and she has gone for a decal fireplace. I might see if I can add this. Oh my gosh, I'm actually a pro. But I really do like that. And then what's so nice about this is she's used so many different decorations. I personally have really gone off the custom decal plants. I think they look absolutely atrocious. No shade if you have them in your house, but they're just not for me. She's also used the uneven books. Now, I never use these. I don't know why. I found such a gorgeous, like, rustic one. So if we go back, she then just has like a sofa, carpet, and a table, which I know is a little bit more than that, but essentially that's the gist. I'm gonna add my sofas facing each other, and it is a nice breath of fresh air to see people do their sofas like this. I always do my sofas like this, as y'all probably know by now, but I never see anyone do it. So it's nice, it's different. No, it is an unusual change, actually.
It's unusual.
A few minutes later.
But I'm sorry, I actually think that's one of the cutest lounge rooms I've ever done. It also is probably the longest lounge room I've ever done, so I just really quickly sped the rest up and added a few other bits and bobs. And there we go, I did go a little bit mental, chicken flipping oriental, and I added all of the wall trims in. I also added really luxurious ones, which weren't even in the game when this house was built. But as I said, we're sort of going with my own creative license here. So now it's time for the kitchen, which I think I'm gonna do off my own bat, but I'm gonna try and make it really like cute and TikTokified. So I'd say we've actually got a rather traditional theme going here. Dare I say rustic. So for once, guys, we're actually not gonna be using the Pro Chef stove. I know you probably think I'm being taken over by some sort of alien, but no, it's me, guys. It's me. Basically, we're going to have the oven over here, and you might be thinking, well, what if I want to grill something? What if I want to fry eggs? Because, to be honest, I probably use, out of all of my appliances, I probably use the hob the most, or maybe the air fryer. Yeah, the point is, we're going to need a stovetop. I'm actually going to be popping that onto the island. And then for the stools, I really fear the industrial stools are actually too perfect. I see these all the time in different TikTok videos. And of course, we're not done there. I actually didn't even realize we haven't added any windows in the kitchen. Is this a flipping like blackout days or something? And this is where we probably could actually get like a little bit cute with it, like having maybe like pastel green, because the Smeg appliances do normally come in colors, like that's their whole brand. So I actually feel like people might want to take this house and build it. Honestly, feel free. I mean, obviously it's mostly that girl's design, but some of it is my design. Now, we don't really have enough room for a modern dining table, and somebody said they should add the ability to resize dining tables, and I 100% agree. And then we just won't have any chairs on the side. Do you see what I mean? Like, sort of to just redesign it, drag it out a little bit. Now, I forgot, I'm not allowed to add fruit bowls. You guys banished me from doing that years ago. You guys used to say, stop adding fruit bowls, it's clashing your whole house. So that's literally all the dining room is going to be. We don't need to clutter up, I fear, with any plants. And then we can have maybe a round table. The Knights of the Round table. Now, as for the upstairs hallway, I really have just been adding very simple things because it's a very, very small hallway after all. And guys, have I been missing out on things this whole time? I used to hate the one block doorways, but why does it actually not look half as bad as I thought it would? Don't get me wrong, it's still not my favorite and I would not normally choose to do it, but it doesn't look that bad. I'm actually kind of loving it. Anyway, I think now the entire downstairs is done other than the garage, which if we are going with that TikTok style theme, then I think that we probably should add some sort of like shelving out the back. And I'm even going to go with the cheaper stuff. We're going to add a cheaper shelving box out here. And as for the lighting in here, we don't have to go too fancy schmancy. So as we head upstairs, we have 3 bedrooms. Now I am actually going to head back over to her page and see if she's done any sort of bathroom. Oh! Oh my gosh, no, that is so premium. Okay, right, can it stop glitching, please? So how we're gonna do it is I think we should do that maybe in the master bathroom. And we're again gonna make a slightly smaller version of it over here. So we have one like that and then one slightly underneath it. And it really just is about adding those extra things, isn't it? Like some toothpaste. We've got Colgate. So I guess we could just add like a cute little vertical plank moment going on there. Now in this bathroom, this is gonna be more of a family bathroom. So I basically based this one around practicality. Okay, I don't think I'm going to do the decal curtains because I really despise them. But I like the little, I love this. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to use the smooth cube to make it a little bit more realistic. Then as for the bed, is this the master bedroom? I feel like it must be. And we're going to be adding those coastal paintings above. And that actually looks really, really special. And it's time for a hairpin dresser. And yeah, so I did another double room. And then the final room, I think, is just absolutely perfect for like a little kids room. Okie dokie, guys, here we are outside of the TikTok house. And let me just tell ya, I have missed building just a normal house. I love all my videos, but this is something special because I look like a little egg down here. And the best part is it only costs $195,000. And we've got to remember there's a Bloxburg car on here. So as we first walk up to the house, obviously it's giving that very classical TikTok vibe, which we all know and love. So as we walk in, it's giving like rustic, cozy, big family home. Because although it kind of is a small house, it feels very big and spacious. I love this area over here. Over here is the kitchen room. So we can use the grill, guys. For example, if we needed something that needs frying, like, I don't know, hot dogs, then we can just pop them straight onto the grill. And Bloxburg's added so many foods that I didn't even know existed. What the hell? When did we have challah bread? When did we have baklava? When did we have birthday cupcakes? I have not cooked in literally years on this game. Then we have the dining room, which is actually an underrated room. We have the little garage room as well, and then the staircase too. This is the little kids room. These are where it got a little bit more simple, I feel, with the bedrooms, but they're still really reasonable and nice. And then as we go around the corner, we do have the much more detailed master bedroom with its very own ensuite bathroom where we can have a nice luxurious shower. So there we have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me build this TikTok house. Let me know what else you want to see, and I'll see you all in the next one.